Bitcoin, crypto, all together. There's a lot of regulation going on with Coinbase and the SEC. They're having to remove some of their staking assets because they're being called securities. It's a major attack on the crypto space. You know why people are attacked? Is because they are worried about the transition of power. And where money is, creates power. And there's a lot of billionaires out there, and there's just generally just a lot of money in crypto. I know a lot of friends that have become millionaires because of it. And it's an amazing asset. But yes, I am on the line of a little bit of regulation goes a long way, because in order for other people to continue to become millionaires, you're going to need to have some regulation to have new money, new big money flow into this stuff. But I do understand with more regulation comes more problems, because the regulators make sure that the rules are written to benefit big corporations, which that is a problem. It goes against what Bitcoin is designed for. However, I digress. What is going on currently in the charts? The Feds raised rates from 0.25 last time to another 0.25. Everyone thought it was going to be a 0.5. But the market is saying this is good news, and the market is suggesting that potentially we're going to have maybe one more raise and then potentially cut rates from there, which will just make it easier to borrow money, and people can go invest, buy real estate, buy cars, do whatever. Because as of right now, banks don't want to lend money to people that won't be able to pay them back, and the people that can pay them back don't want to take the money because they know how bad of a deal it is right now, because interest rates are high. And we're hovering right around 27,000. And if the market was really worried about tanking, we would bounce off that 25, which we haven't. And now we're just floating on the resistance from back in May of 2022, almost a year ago, of the 29,000. This is good news. If we bust above that, boom, now that becomes support. Now we're hovering around the $30,000 mark, which is just going to be an arbitrary tough number to get over, because it's just psychologically, ooh, bull market if we get over 30,000. I don't believe we've started a bull market, but I do think that we are in the transition of just gradual gains. We are not going to see another 15,000. People that say Bitcoin is going down to 13,000 are out of their minds, The only way that that's going to happen is if the Feds really do put interest rates to 14%. We're at 5% right now. If they continue to get to their target of what they want to do, as far as get to that high, there is global meltdown is going to happen. We've already seen several banks go under. This cannot continue. People cannot afford for this to continue. The country cannot afford for this to continue. And in order for rates to get that high, it's going to go into 2026. And that is a long recession, right? When Bitcoin has got its halving in 2024, usually bear markets last about 18 months to potentially 3 years. We are past the 18-month mark right now. And if I'm looking at just some moving averages, the exponential moving averages, we're bouncing off the 9-day. If I'm looking at the simple moving averages, we had a golden cross on the daily in February, late February. This is all very bullish news. And the stock market is hovering on the S&P 500 right around 4,000. That is its resistance mark. If we can have a solid break above that, that is going to be good. But most of the regulation and big banks are fighting with, what do we do? Are we selling or are we buying? And that's why we're having a fight right here. But if things do start going down, the next bounce on Bitcoin is 25,000. If things continue the way they are, we'll see some little bit of volatility here, but we're going to see a bounce close to that 29,000 and hopefully break through it. This is Johnny Crypto. Make sure you subscribe for new content. I'm here to help you guys out through the bear market, through the recession. We are in a recession regardless of what anybody is telling you. Gas $5, price of milk, eggs, you name it. It's difficult to borrow money. It's expensive to buy a house. This is a recession. The definition is 2 declining GDP quarters. We're at like 5. Anyway, I digress yet again. Stay tuned.